Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Bhagavad-Gita, chapter number 2, text number 52. Yathate moha kalilam buddhir vedite rishyadi tada gandhasya nirvedam shrodavyasya shrudasya cha. That means, when your mind and your personality overcome the countless number of moha illusions, moha kalilam, buddhir vedite rishyati, by rendering devotional service to the Absolute Lord. Buddhir vedite rishyati. Vedite rishyati here is overcome using your spiritual intelligence, which is naturally when spiritual intelligence manifests, you render service to the complete spiritual person or his representatives. In either case, you get the reward or results of that particular actions. Tada gandhasya nirvedam shrodavyasya shrudasya cha. Tada means like that you become free from or indifferent to all that has been heard and all that is to be heard. Generally, we hear so many things, even material activities. If we take it in our ordinary life, we hear so many things, but doesn't need to be all true. So many speculations, people have their own mouth to speak whatever they want. So we hear that and we come to a judgment. So immediately we jump into and conclude, yes, this is what this person is. This is what the society is. The government is. This is what the lawyer is. This is what the administration is. This is what the businessman is. This is what the couple is. This is what that family is. This is what the Swami is. Right? So many things just by hearing. And at present we have surrendered to the media comments. And the media is actually manipulated by rich people most of the time. Maybe 2%, they may be honest. But this is what happening. We heard everything from media. All the illusory things also manifested by this is the material hearing. Now here, Krishna is saying the same thing. Okay, you have heard many different things about the spiritual activities also. Various different kinds of perfections. Someone may say by doing this yoga system, you will be perfected and free from karma. Some Swami will say that you don't do anything, just remain in silence. You can even become God by doing that. Someone would say, Brahma Jyoti is the ultimate of everything. Brahman is everything. You hear that. And some people say, no, there are yogic perfections. Ashta Siddhis are there. Your goal should be diverted toward that. And there are also many philanthropies. Here are the selfless services. We can do all these things, we get God. By doing philanthropic service, you think you can get God, then we spiritualists, why we should torture ourselves? We should have gone to do the social services, building hospitals and schools and dharmashalas and all those things. Lokoyam binnarujihi. There are so many different types of people and they all have different tastes. And they telecast, forecast and broadcast also. 100 different things. And we get attracted to those things where we want to be and we choose one of those guys. We don't want to follow the truthful guidance of the Supreme Lord. We have set up our mind. If someone comes up with something, we have a particular notion we have set in our mind. And someone comes with that idea, we just follow that person. This is what presently going on. So what Krishna is telling here, in the previous verse, Krishna said, Karmajam buddhi yukta hi. Bhalam tyakta manishinaha. Whatever actions that you have performed, do not desire any results. Balam tyakta. And manishinas, the intelligent person, would give it up. And those who do not give it up, they are in moha kalilam in this verse. Yatate moha kalilam. Countless illusions they are in, therefore they follow their own principles of religion. But Krishna here saying that you must have heard so many things, you must hear, or you must be hearing something now. All these things will be gone away once you start serving the Lord in devotional service, which is also called Buddhi Yoga or Bhakti Yoga. If you do that, then Krishna becomes the responsible for your actions and your life itself. What can be the better than that? When the Supreme Lord is actually helping us, and He is canvassing that through His representatives, through His books. Come to me, come to me, come to me. But in certain stage, when we are purified, He can have direct communication with us. So this we have to seriously take it. So we can be indifferent only when we start rendering devotional service to Krishna. And the first step of devotional service, Krishna reciprocates with you with two things. One is the ceaseless and eternal spiritual knowledge will be imparted in your heart. Second is the detachment. As the knowledge manifests, you feel detachment from all these material things, material illusions, bad things, which we do to propagate our family. How royal, how aristocratic, we want to maintain that so that we will be always famous. I lived a kingly life, I lost many things. Now I want to climb back into, I am an aristocratic person. How can I actually go down in my principles of that opulent life? I want to continue that, so I need to do many things. Pickpocket, kill, murder, secretly do things by which I can be again rich. No, it's not necessary. Satisfying the family and so-called heritage we want to actually bring back to is simply waste of time. The highest position that in the universe God has. Similarly, the highest position for a living entity is that how sincere devotee we could be of that Supreme Lord. That is the highest position. So, the living entities in conditioned life, they make mistake, they have a cheating tendency, they fall into illusion, and they have imperfect senses. Because of the imperfect senses, they fall into illusion. When illusion takes place, then there are two things, cheating and commit mistakes. So these two things are there in all the fields, cheating and committing mistakes and cheating, just because we were in illusion. This is the body. This body has these four things. Unless we take up the process of Nishkama Karma Yoga, which Krishna says here, Yathate Moha Kalilam, you can come out of this all illusions and do not follow any people, those who are not spiritual. Spiritual life begins from I am not this body, I am the spirit soul. Aham Brahmasmi means I am the spirit soul. I am not Param Brahmasmi, which we have discussed many times. We are not God, but we are God's particle. That is soul, Brahman. And this Brahman is all over the place. Sarvam Kalamidam Brahman. In this material world, everything is Brahman only. A supreme Brahman, whatever he creates is called Brahman. Whether it is material elements, whether it is puja samagris, whether your kitchen articles or kitchen groceries, or anything that is coming from God, Panchabhutas, objects of the senses. In Bhagavad-Gita, somewhere Krishna says all are called Brahman, but we are conscious Brahman, they are unconscious Brahman. Anything comes from Para-Brahman is called Brahman. Even you pour the ghee in your fire sacrifice, that ghee and the ladle is also Brahman, Krishna says. So, understanding this, we find our duty unto the lotus feet of the Lord. That is our professional duty. That professional duty has forgotten Jivere Swarupa hai Krishna re Nitya Das. The Swarupa of the Jiva is eternally servant of Krishna. Krishna re Tadastha Shakti, and we are Krishna's marginal energy. We can be in spiritual life also, we can be in the material life also. Because we are Tadastha Shakti, sometimes we go this way, sometimes we go that way. Even the spiritualists sometimes get attracted to the material illusions. Nowadays it's very easy in your smartphone. So many things comes. They also see, surf. So this attraction is always there. But if you stick with the spiritual attraction, God will appreciate. It's not that because you being a spiritual, you get a little attracted to the material things, God is going to kill you. No. But that much impurification comes in our heart. Then again we have to clean up that. We have to clean up that. Again, chanting, more rounds of chanting, reading to get rid of that things from the mind. Everything that we go through, the mind capture. Just like a camera, you go through something, boom, you click it and get it stored in the camera space. Similarly, here, whatever we actually see, we just, important thing comes, we click it and put it in the mind and going on contemplating on it. So, let us come out of the illusion by rendering Nishkama Karma Yoga. You work, get your maintenance, rest of the time, serve the Lord. If you cannot actually join us, then what do? Have a Radha Krishna deity at home, morning and evening, continue to worship them and bathe them. So many times you can bathe them if you have a time. Sri Vigrahara Dhana Nityanana. 24 hours you can engage in Krishna's service. Give him bath. Especially in summer, you can give him so many baths if you can. And change his dress, garland him, give him chandan pulp, cook nice things, offer to the Lord. So morning and evening you may do. Daytime you go and work, get some money if that is necessary. Otherwise, you can always join the spiritual movement, assist them with your skills. So these are called Nishkama Karma Yoga. So by doing that, you totally will be free from all illusions, 100%. No, this is the goal, to achieve the Supreme Lord. You still may make some, there are some atheistic people come and put you in illusion, offering this and that. That may actually go on, but your goal of life will be set. It is Krishna and Radha. So that is always there. The foundation or the goal is already there, to go to God. So that is the meaning of this particular verse, that we have to come out of this illusory things, service to the Lord. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.